Good day, welcome, and today we're going to do GPU. So to start with, you're going to go to Server Manager, and you're going to go to Roles, and you select Active Directory Domain Services, then Active Directory Domain and Computers. You select the drop down and you open the server. You go to Server once again, and you right click and you select New Organizational Unit. Now upon selecting New OU Unit, you can name it anything you like, and once you complete the naming of it, you select OK. So now that your unit has been created, what you're going to do is you're going to need to add users. So we're going to go to More Actions and select User. Now if you have a user in your computer already, you can just add them from your Active Directory, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to add a new user, name him user1, and select OK. Of course, we're going to use the same password we've used throughout the tutorial, that is p@ssw0rd. So once we've completed the password, you select next and finish, and we see we have a user inside of our organizational unit. So the next step is we're going to go to Start, and we go to All Programs, and we go to Group Policy Management. You're going to open the menus at the side there and select your server, and you're going to see the new organizational unit that you created. What we're going to do is we're going to create a GPO for this unit, and once you create the GPO, of course you can name it anything you would like. And what the GPO is basically limiting or setting a series of rules for the users on the network. So we're going to edit this GPO. You right click on it and select edit, and you go to user configuration and not computer configuration, and you select policies, and you go down and you select whichever policies you would like to implement. Now there are many policies here which you can look at to implement, but we are just going to ban, I think, 3. We're going to ban the user from making changes to the desktop background or making changes to the desktop on the whole. We're going to ban the user from the control panel. I'm going to ban the users from the network, not from the actual network, but from the network settings. So they will not be able to set an IP address or do anything in terms of the networking of the system. So we're just going to search for desktop, and we're going to select prohibit changes, enable, and apply that. And once you apply them, you're not going to have a problem. The user is not going to be able to make any sort of changes. Now users in this organizational unit, once you are put in this unit and these changes have been applied, they are not going to be able to make any changes to the background, to the desktop, to anything in terms of the network, because they are banned. Now if you're outside of the unit, you're not going to be involved in this ban on certain things. You're going to be able to have full access to the computer as long as you're outside of this unit. So just looking for the last one to ban here. Now in order to apply this, you go to Start and you select, well, you type gp update /force. Now once you complete this, what is going to happen is it's going to enforce the update to the organizational unit. So every user in the unit all the changes will be applied as soon as they log off and log back on into their computer. You're going to see this black screen here, and after this black screen is completed, you're going to go to a user, and from the user we're going to enter his information here, his credentials. We're going to go to the to the user. We're going to log into the user. Remember, all users must be members of the domain in this network. So we're just going to log into the user. Of course, we logged into user who is a member of the domain and a member of the organizational unit. We will see that the user is banned from making any changes to the desktop background. First we're going to check the control panel. He's unable to get to the control panel. We're going to see if we can get to the control panel from somewhere else. Let's type it in and see. We're just going to see if he can make any changes to the desktop background. You notice that he can't make any changes to the background there. Just trying to get at it from all different angles. Now this is not limited to the computer, this is limited to the user on the organizational unit. We see the control panel once again is not there. Unable to get to the control panel. Let's type it in to see if it's banned from the computer. It's not banned from the computer, the user just doesn't have sufficient permission in order to access the control panel. And of course, the last thing which I said we would make sure and ban is anything to do with the network. So the user will have no control over anything that is being done on the network. So thanks again for watching my video. I do hope it was informative, and we will see you soon.